Hello there you guys, welcome to one of my videos. So Manchester United lose 1-0 at home to Real Sociedad in the Europa League. It's the first time Real Sociedad have beat Manchester United in their history. It was Manchester United's opening game of the group stage. Real Sociedad's goal came from a controversial penalty. Lisandro Martinez was controversially penalised for a handball. Bray Mendes scored the penalty for Real Sociedad. Cristiano Ronaldo, he started yesterday. It was the first time he started since August. Ronaldo scored for Manchester United, but the goal had been ruled out for offside. It was a Diego Dalot cross and Ronaldo had headed it in. Ronaldo had some chances in the game. He had a chance that went just over the bar. Ronaldo, I think he'll be leaving Manchester United next year. Ronaldo's already accepted that he will be staying until January, and it's already said that Erik ten Hag expects Cristiano Ronaldo to stay at Manchester United. Ronaldo's contract at the club expires next year. There is an option to extend for a further year. Manchester United re-signed Ronaldo last year from Juventus. Ronaldo's been his second spell at Man United. Since he re-signed, he's got 18 goals in the Premier League. He has 24 goals in all competitions. Harry Maguire started yesterday. First time he'd started a game in a while. Have you noticed, that Maguire and Ronaldo have come back into the team? Manchester United have failed to win. We look far superior without Harry Maguire and Ronaldo in the team. Christian Eriksen, I thought, had a good game yesterday. Manchester United had some players missing. Obviously, there was no Anthony Martial. He's still out with injury. There was no Facundo Pellistri. He's out with injury, but he doesn't get in the team anyway. Obviously, Brandon Williams is still injured, but he's another one that doesn't get in the team. And Wan-Bissaka recently had a knock. And Donny van der Beek, he recently picked up a knock. But I thought Manchester United would have beat Real Sociedad. We was coming into the game having won 4 games in a row. Revert back to last year, Manchester United played Real Sociedad in the Europa League. It was 0-0 at Old Trafford, but Man United won away at Real Sociedad 4-0. Real Sociedad, they had players missing yesterday. They had no Carlos Fernandez, he's injured. Diego Rico's missing because he's injured. Robin Lenormand, he's out with physical discomfort. Mikael Oyarzabal was also missing through injury. Let me put into the equation that Real Sociedad lost Alexander Isak to Newcastle in the transfer window. And let Adnan Januzaj go, and Adnan Januzaj is a former Manchester United player. The Real Sociedad manager is Imanol Alguacil. He's been a Real Sociedad manager for a long time. Before, he managed Real Sociedad's reserve team. Imanol Alguacil's contract at Real Sociedad expires next year. Manchester United's next game is Crystal Palace, but I think that game is going to get postponed following the Queen's death. So I don't think there's going to be any football this weekend because of what's happened to the Queen. On my next video, I will be giving you my player ratings from this game. This year, Erik ten Hag made 6 signings at Manchester United. He obviously brought Tyrell Malacia in from Feyenoord, brought Christian Eriksen in on a free transfer. When Christian Eriksen officially signed, he signed a 3-year contract. Ten Hag brought Lisandro Martinez in. Brought Casemiro in. Casemiro actually made his first start yesterday night. Brought Anthony in and brought Martin Dubravka in on loan. This year, Manchester United have spent over £200 million. Let me put into the equation that Man United have let a lot of players go this year. We loaned Ethan Laird out to QPR. We loaned Hannibal Mejbri out to Birmingham. We loaned Amad Diallo Traore out to Sunderland. We loaned Eric Bailly out to Marseille. Like I recently updated you, Eric Bailly accused Manchester United of favouring English players and he had a swipe at Harry Maguire. Man United loaned Alex Telles out to Sevilla. Loaned Dean Henderson out to Nottingham Forest. We let Lee Grant leave earlier on this year. We let Matic go. We let Pogba go. We let Lingard go on a free transfer. He went to Forest. We let Juan Mata go on a free. I heard that Juan Mata's close to making a move to Galatasaray. And we let Edison Cavani leave on a free earlier on this year. And Manchester United sold Andreas Pereira. And we let quite a few young players go. And like I've said, more players are on the way out of the football club next year. I think Maguire will be going next year. Jones, Tuanzebe and Brandon Williams, I reckon will be going next year. I think Bissaka's going next year because there's no way back for him in the team now because Diego Dalot is our first choice right back. Lindelof, I reckon that he's going next year. He's not one of our first choice centre halves. He was out of injury earlier on this season. I think Fred's going next year as well. Fred's no longer one of our first choice centre midfielders following the arrivals of Casemiro and Christian Eriksen. But he was playing in a 3-man midfield yesterday night with Casemiro and Christian Eriksen and Fred himself included. Ronaldo, like I said, I reckon that he's going next year. And I think Manchester United will sell Anthony Martial next year. Martial, like I said, is out with injury at the moment. He's had a couple of injuries this season. Revert back to pre-season, I thought he played well. Last season, Martial was out on loan with Sevilla. So there you go. And yesterday, I gave you the news regarding Marcus Rashford. It says Man United are ready to hand Marcus Rashford a new 5-year deal. As a reward for his early season form. Rashford's current contract at Man United expires next year. There is an option to extend for a further 12 months. At the moment, on Rashford's current contract, he earns around £200,000 a week. Don't forget, Rashford scored twice in Manchester United's 3-1 win against Arsenal. He's done alright this season as Rashford, to his credit. I thought last season he enjoyed a lot of poor games, but don't forget at one point he missed 2 months because he had a shoulder problem and he had to have an operation on his shoulder. Rashford has been part of the club for a long time. He came up our academy. He's been a United player since the age of 7 and he broke into our senior squad back in 2016, and since then he's gone to make over 300 appearances. Now, you know the news regarding the Glazers. Not so long ago it said the Glazers set a £3.75 billion price tag on Manchester United, which could tempt interest from Dubai. A few weeks ago now, it said the Glazers are open to selling a minority stake in Manchester United. Quite a few weeks ago, there was narratives coming out saying that Sir Jim Ratcliffe wants to buy Manchester United. Sir Jim Ratcliffe is a billionaire. He's one of Britain's richest men. Quite a few weeks ago, Elon Musk joked about buying Man United. And quite a few weeks ago it said Michael Knighton was preparing a bid to buy the club from the Glazer family. But we've got to get the Glazers out of the club. They've been one of the biggest issues at the club for a long time. For a while now, United fans have been protesting against the Glazers. The Glazers have owned the club since 2005. So they've owned the club now for around 17 years. Also at Manchester United, we've got John Murtaugh, he's our Director of Football. We've got Richard Arnold, he's our CEO. We've got Benny McCarthy. Quite a few weeks ago now, Sir Alex Ferguson came back to Manchester United in an advisory role. And obviously we've got Erik ten Hag as manager. Erik ten Hag has won 4 games as the United manager. He's lost 3 games so far in all competitions, lost 2 in the league and of course lost in the Europa League to Real Sociedad yesterday. I've got a lot of faith in Ten Hag. I do think he's going to do a good job at Manchester United. Ten Hag is aware that he's got big expectations to exceed at Man United. Like I've said, you know, Ten Hag has made signings, he's got rid of players, but he is still inheriting Deadwood. You know, there is still players here from other managerial eras. You know, if Ten Hag was to get Man United a top 4 finish this season, you know, I'd underline that and say, yeah, that's a good first season. If he was to win a trophy as well, that'd be even better. And then obviously build on that. Earlier on this year, Ten Hag replaced Ralph Rangnick. When Ten Hag got appointed in as the Man United manager, he signed a contract till 2025. There's an option of an additional year. You've got to give credit though what Ten Hag did when he was at Ajax, because when he was at Ajax he won Eredivisie titles, he won some Dutch Cups, and revert back to 2019, he got Ajax to the Champions League semi-finals and he developed the young players well. And as you all know, there's Mitchell van der Gag and Steve McLaren at Man United. They're working alongside Eric Ten Hag. Eric Ten Hag was the one that recommended them in. So anyway guys, that's everything to update with. Drop your comments, likes below on the channel if you do. Consider subscribe as always, and take care. God bless. See you all again very soon.